What is going on, guys? Your boy Joey Shakes coming to you guys with a live stream right now. I want to go over the Eagles' big win against the Jets, 33-18. Now, a lot of factors go into this game where you looked at Gardner Minshew and said, holy crap, was he going to have one of those types of games? And he had one of those types of games. I don't have the stats on me now because I literally just got home, but it was good, guys. Gardner Minshew, his passing game, the rhythm of this offense with the run game, it looked really good. It really did. I had a lot of fun watching this game. At times I was nervous in this game a little bit, but, man, we pulled out of it. We pulled out of it nicely. Defensively, I didn't like how we did things. Pressure was bad except for maybe 2 plays. Nothing crazy there. Obviously, you have the 3 touchdowns from Dallas Goedert. Or the 3 catches from Dallas Goedert, 1 for a touchdown, obviously, on the first drive, and obviously 2 reps for Sanders. And then the second drive, Quez Watkins, good catch, I think a screen pass, 2, and then obviously another touchdown for Dallas Goedert in the second drive. Kenneth Gainwell had a touchdown as well when Eagles were at the 5. I thought it was great. I thought the offense looked on point. They looked good. And I thought it looked good. I really did. Sorry. I had to hook all my stuff up. I literally just got home. So I've been rushing like crazy. I haven't stopped whatsoever. But what's going on, everybody? Christian, what's going on? What's up, Big W? Clark Roberts, Joey, what's good, man? What's going on? Definitely a good win today. Shredder, quality, I like both. So it's honestly hard to choose. You can vote. I don't know. It's all good. It's all good. So I put oh boy, heard myself. I obviously put a
That's right.
What's it called? A thing on YouTube. I put a poll up as for should Hurts stay as the Eagles starting QB after the bye week. 59% of you say yes, 41% of you say no. So did today really create a controversy today? I don't know. I mean, Nick pretty much said he's coming back, but I'm telling you right now, if Jalen Hurts comes back the week after the bye, and he plays like crap, I am telling you right now, I am going to be livid, pissed off, and it's not even funny. I'm going to be really pissed off over it. Not even kidding, because honestly, at the end of the day, I know it's the Jets. I know people are going to look. People just got to watch the game and just be happy that we won this game because really, Minshew had the ball. Remember when the Jets kicked it off to us? It hit the 1-yard line. The ball didn't get a touchback. It didn't go in the end zone. And Minshew and then obviously Rager took it to the 5. But from the 5-yard line, the Eagles went downfield and literally scored. I mean, I don't know if Hurts would have did that. If we had the 5 in our own end zone, I don't know if Hurts would have went all the way downfield. I really don't know if it would have even happened in this game. So that's why I go back and forth with this game. A lot of good things to take, a lot of bad things to take. Defensively, Steven Nelson was getting picked on a little bit in this game. The tackling was atrocious. The pressure only came maybe twice, and we didn't blitz until maybe the end of the third, beginning of the fourth quarter. I mean, really, maybe 1 or 2 blitzes. There's really nothing there to really look at there. Okay, Fletcher Cox went down. He came back. So, I mean, there were some injuries. Obviously, Zach McPherson took some reps at the cornerback spot, but the pressure's just not there. Zach Wilson only got pressured maybe 2 times where he was running backwards or getting sacked. Josh Wett had a sack for the day. So, Javon Hargrave had a sack. I don't know how many sacks he has, Javon has for the year. There was a point where they actually single blocked on Hargrave, and stupidly they did that. And, the Eagles took advantage of that. You know what I mean? So, there's a lot to take from this game. It was good. It was good, but I don't want to stray away from this, and that's a huge problem I have. Miles Sanders had over 100 yards rushing before he got hurt. I think he's going to be fine. I wouldn't make a big deal about it. I don't think he's hurt that bad. He was walking on his own power. Finally, way after the game, and he looked fine to me. We'll see what happens with Jason Kelce, obviously with the injuries. So. It was a good game. Kenneth Gainwell was utilized in this offense. Miles Sanders was utilized nicely in this offense. I think he was trying to dance a little too much on some certain run plays, but there were like 3 or 4 times where Miles Sanders was literally going to break for a touchdown on a few plays. Like, he was this close. He got tripped up like the last second when he got to the second level of the defense. And I was like, damn, man, I want him to get that big run. And then obviously he got hurt. Kenneth Gainwell took some snaps and played really well. They were lining him up like everybody wanted as a receiver. They were putting him on the outside. Quez Watkins had a good game on the 3rd and 19 was fantastic. I mean, Quez Watkins, I mean, there was a lot of plays where Devontae Smith was doubled in this game, but at the same time, I know that they threw one up to him on the right sideline to the end zone. He couldn't get the grab. I don't know. The timing of his jump just didn't go well with the ball. I think he would have had that if the timing of the jump was right. But unfortunately, everybody was involved. Rager had, I think, one catch. There really wasn't much there, but Dallas Goedert was like one of the main targets of this game. I think they utilized everybody right. I want to see more Devontae Smith, obviously. I mean, I have to. I need to see Devontae Smith play. I mean, that's just the truth of it all. So it's kind of crazy, but I want to hear what you guys have to say about the game. I know I'm rambling. I want to hear what you guys have to say about the game. Howard Romack 1 says, think about the Minshew has started around 20 games and Hurts has started around 15. So don't give me that Hurts is a rookie. Minshew is way better than Hurts. Stop being emotional. There's a lot of Eagles fans now that want to go on the Minshew train now just because of this one game. You know what I mean? Like down the road, I mean, look, it's one game at the same time. You have to see how he progresses. So I don't know, like if Minshew doesn't start after the bye week, which I don't think he will. I think the Eagles, here's the plan. Here's what I think is going to happen. What I think is going to happen is the Eagles are going to start Jalen Hurts when he gets back. Then I'm telling you right now, the Raiders lost to the Washington today, which Derek Carr threw some bad passes in the end zone, overthrew some passes multiple times in the end zone today. Really pissed me off. Washington wins that game by a hair, by a field goal. Obviously the Hail Mary throw from the Raiders, they had to try to get something done. Couldn't get it done. So now Washington is in the wild card spot right now. Washington is the wild card spot. The Eagles are literally a game behind. And, now Washington has the Cowboys next week, which at this point, guys, the Cowboys are going to win the division regardless. So unless we would expect the Cowboys to beat up Washington to get us back in the wild card. And then obviously we have to do our own due diligence. We have to take care of our own business. So definitely look out for that. We got to take care of our own business to get into this wild card. And that's it. There's a chance that it could happen, guys. That it could happen, but it's going to take the whole entire team to get this done. And I'm telling you right now, if they start Jalen Hurts on after this bye versus Washington at home and he looks like crap, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be good. It's really not going to be good. We got a super chat from Sloppy Joe Sloppy Show. He says, either way, Eagles got to deal with trading with 6 for Minshew Mania. Regardless, I'm happy with the good old QB competition. No, definitely. If they want to put if they don't want to trade for a quarterback, they want to move up in the draft and get a quarterback, I'm totally fine with that. As long as they try to upgrade and they're doing the right thing. Because look, I know Jalen Hurts was technically hurt for this game, and I thought he was going to play, obviously, earlier last week, but it didn't happen. So, Minshew Mania happened today. We saw what it's about, and obviously the Eagles fans are embracing it, and it just seems like, I know it's against the Jets. I understand that, but at the same time, it's just crazy. But what they could do next year is they could put both of them in a QB competition. If it's going to cost too much to trade for a Deshaun Watson or Russell Wilson, or they don't want to trade up in the draft and get a quarterback, put both of these guys in a competition next year. And if Minshew gets the starting job next year, you know what you do after that? You pretty much use Jalen Hurts on certain plays. Use him as some type of a gadget quarterback. Just like how they, just like the Raiders use, Mariota or something like that. I don't know. They could probably do something with him, because Jalen Hurts has, he's got a good he's a good weapon when it comes to the run game. I mean, he can run. And if you have Minshew as a starter next year, if that's the case, if that happens, use him as a gadget, quarterback and wildcat or something, and with some read options and kind of trick the defense a little bit. So it's really not a bad idea at the end of the day, but got to see how Jalen Hurts plays. And really, because Washington won today against the Raiders by a hair, I mean, at this point, you have to look at yourselves in the mirror and say, we can't mess this up. Like, they can't lose. They can't lose. I mean, they could split with Washington, which would probably be fine. Vikings lost today, which was good. It's just, there's a lot going. There's a lot riding on this. So if they start Hurts after that bye week, I expect him to be back to normal and ready to go, because if he's going to look like how he looked in that Giants game, I'm telling you right now, not going to be happy. Not going to be happy whatsoever. Not going to be happy. Easy Money says Minshew brings W's. I mean, it's the first win. It's the first win. Can he do it multiple times? I have no idea. But what I saw today was a guy that did an eye one receiver, went through his progressions. He went through all his reads. He was good at, he was just good at, faking the run, faking the pass, making himself look, not predictable. And I think that's what's more important about Minshew, because he, like I said last week before this happened, I said Minshew can pass the ball. Minshew is more consistent on passing the ball. And obviously, he ran, he scrambled a couple times, not that much, but and I'm glad he wasn't RPOing a lot. He was under center. He was in shotgun. They did some different things with him. I was totally cool with it. I was totally fine with it. I was having a good time. I was having a really good time watching him. Really was. After that first pass, that touchdown to Dallas Goedert, I mean, he threw the ball, and this is a guy that hasn't even started one game. Not even one game this year. Hasn't even played in a game this year. Not even for a couple snaps, and he did that today. So whether Minshew does good in this game and obviously plays well, it's against the Jets. And then the other side of it, if Jalen Hurts played in this game and lost, we would beat Jalen Hurts to a pulp right now. And so which one is it? Whatever fits the narrative of certain fans, that's where it is. Where I am right now is, all I'm going to say is this. If they, I don't like to give up on quarterbacks. I want to see what Jalen Hurts can do a little bit more this year. But I'm telling you right now, if he comes back this week, comes back after the bye week and he looks like crap, he looks like this, I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be well. It's not going to be good. I think the Eagles will bench Jalen Hurts if he plays like that. If he plays like that again, he will get benched. That's just the feeling I have as of right now. John Dunham says, I bet Minshew jerseys are going to be top-selling jerseys for Eagles store for the week. Probably will. I don't doubt it. There was a couple Minshew jerseys in the end zone, in front of the end zone today. There was Eagle fans at MetLife like crazy. It was pretty nuts. So you know what? People are embracing it, and that's great. I'm glad that the Eagles fan base is just embracing whoever's that quarterback and supporting whoever's the starter is what everyone's supporting. And that's all that matters at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So Herbert Saunders says there is no controversy. It's the Jets. Hurts the star. He makes decisions quicker and his checkdowns, his arm weaker than Hurts. It doesn't matter, but if he's accurate, who cares? It doesn't matter how powerful his arm is. If his arm is not powerful, because Hurts' arm isn't powerful either. He doesn't have a strong arm. He's underthrown a lot of balls this year. Even in that last game against the Giants, that one on 1st and 18 to McKinney, underthrew that. He threw a slant pass behind the receiver. I think the only pass I was really, the only pass I didn't like today for Minshew was that one slant that he kind of threw. It was to Devontae Smith, the one that, Devontae had to come back and try to get it, which not his fault. It's not Devontae's fault. He threw it out there. He would have caught that ball for the first down. But at this point, I don't think there's a controversy. Nick's not really making a controversy right now. But we'll see what decisions they make after this bye week. After this bye week, it's really important. This bye week is very important right now. So we'll see. I think his checkdowns were good. Decisions were good. And I agree with you. But not having that saying that Jalen Hurts has a better arm, or they both don't have both don't have powerful arms. I don't know. As of right now, I think he's just more accurate. And Minshew's accurate. This isn't a guy this is not a practice squad quarterback that's never played a snap. This is a guy that's had short-term success. He's had experience. This guy knows how to lead an offense. This guy has leadership quality. This guy, he knows. And he caught on quick. I know, obviously till this time, you'd be like, okay, you got to know this offense by now. So how bad can you look in this game? I thought there were going to be a lot of mistakes from Minshew today, but I was wrong. He balled out today. He did a good job today. So we got 207 people in the chat. Appreciate being here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. We're going to do the Philly Shakedown after this, the Talk with Philly 500, episode 42 or 43. I forgot what episode it is. If you guys haven't checked it out, please check it out later. If you guys haven't liked the stream, please like the stream before you leave today. Much love to everybody. Description below. Check out all the links. Support me in other ways as well. This was a good game. Eagles of Land says, I want to see Hurts win a game using his arm. If he can't, then he's not a QB. And I think you're right on that. I don't know if read options and RPOs are going to be enough for Jalen Hurts to succeed on an NFL roster as a franchise QB, especially getting paid the money on top of it. I don't even know if that's – I don't even know at this point if it can even happen. You know what I mean? I like Jalen Hurts a lot. Love his mentality. Love his attitude. Doesn't give up. But he's got to show it on the field. Read options, him keeping the ball for himself. If that's what Nick wants to do with him, he's not going to make it. He's not going to survive health-wise. He's just not going to survive in this league. It's not going to happen. Okay, there's nothing more that I want right now than Jalen Hurts to be the guy, the franchise quarterback. That's what I want badly. But as of right now, he's got to prove it the rest of this way. And if not, if he looks horrible the rest of this season or doesn't look up to par that he should be a starting quarterback, then you put both of them in a competition if you don't trade for a quarterback or if you don't move up in the draft for a quarterback. I think that's what you do, and I think that's what you should do. I think it's only fair. Eagles fly. We're not the 7 seed anymore. We're the 7 seed. We're not the 6. I gotta look at it again. We got a super chat from Jigsaw0097. What's going on, man? It's a good stream. Joey Minshew has Nick Foles 2.0 potential. Keep up the good work, my friend. Hey, appreciate it. If you guys haven't subscribed to Jigsaw0097, known him for a long time, Eagles content creator. If you guys haven't, just check out his channel. He does gaming, he does a lot of other things as well, so definitely check it out. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna say he's Nick Foles 2.0, but man, I mean, he put on a show today. And he had some accuracy in his throws. He had some. It seemed like Minshew wasn't even nervous in this game today. I mean, he seemed like he was very calm, cool, collective, and he was just ready to go today. I mean, look, it's a win at the end of the day, so it's good. Coming off of a really bad loss, a good win against the Jets makes us feel a lot better. But, Washington is a team I'm looking at that maybe we could split with because Washington, Heineke's good, man. Heineke's good. That defense, those linebackers, that defensive line over there, even without Chase Young, they get to the ball. They get 5 or 6 guys flying to the ball if you're running or whatever you're doing. I mean, they were all over the Raiders today. I mean, they did a good job today. Rose says, what time is the shakedown at? I think it should be at, I don't know, it could be 9:30. Could be an hour and a half, probably 9:30 Eastern, probably. Just call me Flair. What's going on, man? So subscribe and like the stream. Though Joey takes 10 minutes to read a comment. I'm sorry, bro. You're good, though. You're good. I'm making sure I'm not missing anything here. Okay, I'm good. YouTube GM says you cannot win games with the amount of inconsistency Hurts has. You can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't. And I feel like with Minshew, there's more players involved. Quez Watkins I did my Madden simulation last night, and it was almost accurate. Quez Watkins had the most yards in this game, which I think Quez did have the most yards in this game today, which is kind of crazy, kind of nuts at this point. It opened up. You double, who are you going to double team? You got Dallas Goedert running behind the defense. You got Devontae Smith really taking on those double teams, and they're trying to make sure that he's not sneaking around the defense. And then Quez Watkins has a lot of speed, and 3rd and 19, caught that big pass. He caught some really good passes. I think he had over 60 yards, whatever he had for the day. Adam DeBaller says Minshew's arm is very average. If you're saying he has a good arm, you don't watch QBs. Hurts had a great arm, but can stay accurate. But dude, what have you seen from Hurts so far? What have you seen from Hurts so far? As of recent? I don't know, because I don't know. Did he not throw 3 picks? He could have had 5, 6 picks in that game against the Giants. I don't know. I'm not no QB guru, but I'm just not stupid for what my 2 eyes could see. And that's just the truth. You know what I mean? I'm not, and this is because Minshew won this game. I'm not downing Jalen Hurts, but all I'm saying is this. I see a difference in this offense with 2 quarterbacks. I see a huge difference. I see a consistent passing game. I'd rather have a consistent passing game than Jalen Hurts keeping the ball for himself every single play. Not every single play, but I'm tired of the RPOs. I'm tired of the read option. I don't mind if they do a read option or RPO. I don't care if they do it in a sequence of really good plays. If we're getting first downs, run the ball, we're passing the ball, I'm fine with it. But when it comes down to it, if Hurts is keeping the ball for himself and that there's no passing game, there's no run game, and it's just a sloppy, ugly play, the read options don't mean a damn thing to me because, yeah, he'll get a first down with his legs, but who cares? It's not going to win you football games when you have a bad sequence of plays. It's not going to win you football games if he can't throw accurately, if he doesn't have enough arm power. I don't know. Anthony said, I knew this would happen. You guys going to call 94 WP 97.5 and Fanatic Radio to annoy Minshew as the chosen one. That's what some people are going to do. I mean, I'm not going to do that because it's one game. It's one game for Minshew. Was it a good game? Yeah. Was it a great win? Yeah. We needed it badly. You know what I mean? So you take the bye week, you come back home to face Washington. You got division games. That's it. You got division games, and that's all you got left. as of right now. John Dunham says, just glad we kept the undefeated record against the Jets. Oh, yeah, 12-0. We're 12-0 against the Jets now, which is great. Brand Lewis says, just care about wins and actually don't care how strong your arm is. Exactly. I don't care about the power of somebody's arm. I don't care about the power about somebody's arm. I care about the accuracy. The accuracy is going to get us wins. The accuracy is going to get receptions from these receivers. That's what counts. Commissar says, all I want to say is I knew Minshew was a franchise QB before he became an Eagle. If he's not going to be a franchise QB for the Eagles, he will be for somewhere else. I don't know. I mean, look, the only good thing about this right now is that Minshew has obviously developed some value. So God forbid somebody needs a quarterback. The Steelers, Ben Roethlisberger, he's leaving the Steelers next year. They could be either going up for a quarterback, trading up for a quarterback in the draft, or they might go sign somebody else, another veteran. I don't know what they're doing. So there's going to be a few teams that might look for veteran QBs next year. I don't know. A few teams are going to go trade up for quarterback. There's going to be some decisions that are going to be made in the offseason. But definitely this game will definitely help some value along the way. I don't know if this is a thing where they're just going to trade Minshew. I don't know if that's the case, but we'll see. UTM said we should use Hurts for wildcat situation options occasionally. If Minshew, if they put Minshew and Hurts in a competition, if this is even the case next year, then yeah, I'd probably do that if that's the case. You know what I mean? Commissar said Minshew did miss guys open, but it has not built up chemistry with the guys. But at the rate Hurts misses guys, Minshew admitted that was his first time throwing to Goddard. Not so bad for Minshew. No, to throw 2 touchdowns. What, 2 touchdowns to Goddard, whatever it was, 3, whatever it was. I mean, at this point, I mean, for a first-time starter, first connecting with Dallas Goddard and never has connected with him, that's a huge difference right there. That's huge. That's a huge difference right there. It's kind of crazy, Herbert Sanders says he's a starting QB. Jack's a bad organization. I still think Hurts starter, but maybe it's least shorter. Yeah, I mean, even when he was with the Jags, I mean, Mercedes Lewis was like one of his top targets, and he was a tight end for the Jags at the time, and like the offensive line wasn't great. I mean, he made things happen. He made a lot of things happen. The short success that he had, he made a lot of things happen for that team. Wick says, I want to win. Minshew is better. That's people have different opinions about it. Dragonfire, I want Minshew's mustache for Christmas. Greaser Bub in the originals. The question going forward is Hurts the QB of the future. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that right now. I got to see him play the next 4 games, 4 or 5 games, whatever we have left. I don't know what he has. I don't know what he has right now. I don't know if he's going to be the franchise quarterback. I don't know what the future is. Like that Giants game really worried me. It really did, because I don't know what happened to Hurts for that Giants game, but man, he looked bad. He looked really bad. Rock Dar says, I'm not scared of Washington. We should have Howard back, put the pressure on the QB. Hurts has to be on his A game. And that's what I'm afraid of. I'm afraid of I'm telling you right now, if he comes back after that bye and he looks like crap, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a big problem. T. Collar says, Hurts needs to find a nice warm spot on the bench. Adam DeBar says, we going over this just to draft Bryce Young first overall next year. I really hope not. I really hope not. I don't want them to trade for a QB, for Pickett, or I don't care who would. I really don't want anybody in this draft next year. I really don't. But if he said, I watched Gardner at Washington State when I was living there. His teammates loved him. Oh, yeah, I could tell. I could tell he's a jokester too. Spike said, oh my God, the guy beats the Jets. Give me a break. Eagles fans are bipolar. It's just a win at the end of the day, bro. Who's beating? I didn't beat my chest. I'm happy we won. We had a bad game against the Giants. How can I be upset about winning against? How can I be upset over a win? It's like, what am I supposed to be depressed about the win? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Because I don't get it. Am I supposed to be depressed about the win? I mean, what? Am I just, who's beating my chest? Beating my chest would be like, oh, yeah, we're going to the playoffs. We're going to get into the NFC Championship game. That's beating my chest. Beating my chest over a win over the Jets, I wasn't even doing. Trust me on that. Hydra Man said, the way I see it, it should start Hurts in the Washington game, but if he struggles again, ride with Minshew. I say this is what I think what's going to happen. If Hurts starts after the bye week, if Hurts starts after this bye week, I think, and he plays like crap, okay, if he's back to his normal Jalen Hurts self, first quarter of the season, they will bench him. I think they will. I think they'll do it. I don't think they're going to wait that long. I think they'll pull the trigger. I think they'll do it. But we'll see, though. Eagles Clip said if Hurts throws at least 2 picks or missing wide open targets again against Washington, he will be benched. Yeah, and it's not even the wide open targets, but it's your mechanics. Like, why are you eyeing one receiver on a 1st and 18 when you're going downfield? Like, I don't know why in your first name. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I don't get him. He was playing so well, and mechanics just went out the window. Like, just went out the window. He was one read scramble quarterback. That's what he was doing the whole entire game. He wasn't being patient at all. And he was trying to force these big plays, which he didn't have to force, and he did. So, Shredder Quality Assured says throwing wins games. Mobility can only take you so far before injury. If Hurts doesn't get better throwing, and then Minshew may be our guy going forward. And listen to Shredder over here. That's definitely something you have to look out for. If Jalen Hurts cannot stay consistent with his passes, having him as just an RPO QB that's just going to take the ball for himself, you're not winning football games that way. You're not. If you're a great passer and you could do the read option, you could do the RPOs, and you keep the ball for yourself, and you could scramble for first downs and all that cool stuff, you could do all that. Totally fine with it. That's great. That's just another plus that defenses have to defend. But if you don't have that consistent passing, it's just even throwing a slant pass and he's throwing it behind the receiver. I don't get it. Minshew did it once today. That was it. That was really only his bad throw today. Besides like the ones that he had to throw away, or, the screen pass that wasn't there, he threw to the ground. That's smart. That's being smart. Okay. Take the 3 points when you're down there. You know what I mean? They didn't get into the end zone a couple times today. Could have put more points on the board. They settled for 3 points. They didn't go for it. They didn't get cute with it. They just were careful and, put points on the board. Reassure yourself that, I didn't really trust the defense too much today. The defense was horrible. They made some stops today, but really bad. I mean, the zone scheme is horrible. The pressure is horrible. You had 2 sacks today by Hargrave and Sweat. But other than that, they didn't blitz until like the end of the third, early fourth quarter. They didn't really blitz until then. I mean, it was kind of crazy. Devonta needs more touches. Says Raiders couldn't get it done. They didn't get it done at all. Derek Carr overthrew so many guys in the end zone today. He was throwing it to the 14th row in the stands. He was just throwing it over. I don't know why, but he couldn't get it done. Scale Eagle says, no, we're drafting QB is a bad idea. We need defense and swap first next year's first and second. As of right now, you're picking 2 defensive players with your first 2 picks. I don't know what they're doing with their cap space, with their cap for next year, whether they're getting another receiver, whatever they're doing, I don't know. Because really at the end of the day, we have a quarterback problem right now. We don't know if, I think they need to take JJ and Rager might be out of this offense soon and have to put in a prime veteran, something. I'm not saying you got to go pay a receiver next year, but get somebody as a number 3. Greg Ward's a free agent. Boston Scott's a free agent. Nate Herbig's a free agent. So are they going to re-sign him? I don't know at this point, but we'll see. Torville says Minshew had less than a week of prep to start this week, and he completed 8% of his passes for over 300 yards and no turnovers. It's a good day. It's a really good day. It's a really good day. Yeah, and he's going to get praise for it. Okay, so what? He gets praise for a win today. Who cares? Because I'm telling you right now, if I root for Gardner Minshew winning against the Jets, I'm a bad guy, and I'm a Jalen Hurts hater. It is what it is. But if I root for if Jalen Hurts lost this game against the Jets, we'd be killing Jalen Hurts right now. That's just the truth. Let's see, I don't believe in Bryce Young. Treehouse ASMR said, I'd rather lose this game than have another QB controversy. I don't think it's created a QB controversy. Our starting quarterback got injured. He's not going to be 100% for this game. You're not putting in Jalen Hurts in this game. It's already enough we have a problem with him passing the football right now. If he can't run to 100% of his ability, we're not throwing him in a game, okay? That's just a recipe for disaster. Okay, so I don't know what that means, but, it is what it is. Commissar said Heineke's a franchise QB from what I've seen. He just makes plays. I'm scared. He's good. He's tough. Number one, he takes a lot of hits. He's tough, and he keeps the play alive. He could extend plays like crazy. That's probably what I'm. Since we don't get any pressure, it really worries me. That quarterback worries me a little bit. Hold on one second. Oh, missing super chat. Sorry, guys. We have a super chat from Commissar says, I'm happy that we won. Why are people so mad? Because Minshew played well. That's why people are pissed. People are pissed because Minshew won, and because it's the New York Jets, we should be mad about it. So let's just forfeit the game. We'll make everybody happy. I don't know. That's just what it is with everybody. I don't have an answer. I have no idea. It's your boy says, what's going on, man? He says, Hurts has a problem reading NFL defense, which is not great at all. He'll be a solid stopgap QB, and Eagles can draft or trade for a QB in a year or two. That's another thing that they could do. They don't have to make any moves for quarterbacks after this year. Keep building this team until you get the right quarterback. If you have the right quarterback or if you don't have the right quarterback, there's no Peyton Manning in this draft, okay? There's nothing special about this draft with the QBs. So if you don't want to trade for one, you don't want to move up in the draft to go get one, just wait a whole nother year, okay? It doesn't hurt to wait a whole nother year. This is a rebuilding team right now, so you have to be patient. It's not going to happen in 1 year. If Howie makes some really good picks, this defense, I'm telling you, if their offense, if depending on who's a quarterback, and our offense is very, very balanced, and we're good in the passing game, and we're locked and loaded to go, and they could build this defense by next year, they can get a few more wins because of this defense, and just see what happens, because there's a lot of holes on defense right now. Defensive line, we need defensive end. Need linebacker, need two safeties are on 1-year deals right now. Nothing behind that. I know Marcus Epps had a pick today. He had a really good hit that stopped the Jets from going into the end zone today. So he did a good job today. I'll give credit where credit's due at the end of the day. You know what I mean? So it's a game to game basis. That's what it is. It's not like what he did 5 weeks ago to, he did this 4 weeks ago. No, it's every game it's day to day. It's a game to game basis on critiquing and really just evaluating your players. This is the only way you evaluate your players every year. We got a super chat from Jalen Hurts. Can I take your order? I just got cut. Please help me. I don't know who that is doing those pictures, but it's funny as hell though. We got a super chat from Sloppy Joe Sloppy Show. Says, I think we get spoiled by seeing QBs like Mahomes, Jackson, Wilson, Rodgers, etc. Not every QB will be them. Most QBs need more development and time. And yeah, and it's everybody works at the. And look, at the end of the day, like if I was to make a move next year that was going to work for the Eagles, it would be trading for Deshaun Watson. Number one, because he's really young, 25 years old, and you have more time with him. If you sign him, you have more time to build around him. See, if you trade for Russell Wilson, that's 33, 34, whatever. He has 12 years in the league as of right now. He's up there in age. So like if you trade for Russell Wilson, you're in a win now mode. I mean, that's pretty much what that's going to tell you if they trade for him. They're in a win now mode because he's older and that's it. You know what I mean? Like if you trade for a guy like that, depends on age and depends on a lot of things that go into it. So Torville says the problem is one more loss basically eliminates us, so Nick can't afford to be a loyal at the expense of the team's success. If Hurts plays bad in the first half against Washington, put Minshew in. That might be another thing that happens. So what if he gets into this Washington game and Hurts is just, and this is going to be at home, which is going to be even better because the fans are definitely not going to stray away from telling the team like it is. Okay, they get into this game against Washington, and Hurts starts playing really bad. Could be a quarterback change during the game that could save us. I don't know. I really don't know. So might be to our advantage, and because there might, a team might not be studying for Gardner Minshew to start. I have no idea, but I'm not saying that one more loss means we're done because it depends on other teams as well. But we control our own destiny, just like Washington controls their own destiny. So you have a chance. You have a chance here. And I think as of right now, Washington wins this game today against the Raiders, okay, and they could lose against the Cowboys next week. So you look at that, they could lose against the Cowboys. And obviously, in our luck, they'll probably win against the Cowboys. Or what's going to happen is, even with some of these draft picks we have, Miami Dolphins beat the Giants. Of course, the one game we need the Giants to win, Daniel Jones isn't playing in it. Of course, right? You know what I mean? So it is what it is. It just happens. That pick is not at 10. It's going to be a little bit higher now. So literally the Miami Dolphins beating Baltimore, beating the Jets, and now obviously now they beat the Giants. So that just messed everything up. That pick is getting higher now. It's not even the only pick we have at a top 10 is probably ours as of right now. But it's the other teams are not helping us right now with that. So Donovan Blake says today Minshew looked like a better passer, but the league doesn't have film on him with the Eagles, so I know he would do well because of his previous experience. And yeah, and that's the advantage that Minshew had in this game. Minshew had, that's. I don't think the Jets were prepared for Minshew today at all because, like you said, there's no tape on him. There's nothing to really take from his gameplay. The only tape they can watch is what he did with the Jaguars. I mean, that's really it. That's really the only tape they can really take from it as of right now. We got a super chat from Gabriel Babowski. Appreciate it, man. He says, agreed. Minshew was good and Jalen is a star unless he plays like Meadowlands Hurts again. Let them compete in the offseason, rebuild the defense. I think that's a smart idea. If Hurts is not promising by the end of this year and he looks like crap the rest of these 4 games we have to play, I'm telling you right now, like make it a competition. Make it a competition. I don't see what's the big deal about it. I mean, at this point, whether you bring another quarterback in, it's controversy. Whether you have them against each other, it's controversy. I mean, I don't think there's going to be any dysfunction with both of them if they're competing. I don't think it's going to be like a slaughterhouse where they're going to be talking crap about each other. It's going to be a bad vibes, and it's going to be really bad. I don't think it's going to happen like that at all. But they got to do something. We can't just keep going after another quarterback. They have to do something and be determined to do it. And I think they want to be determined on Hurts. You know, we heard the rumors about Jeffrey Lurie and Howie Roseman kind of being split on Jalen Hurts. Howie Roseman, apparently wanting to move on, and Jeffrey Lurie saying give Jalen Hurts more time. And obviously, you saw Howie Roseman at the Kenny Pickett, versus Sam Howell game like a couple weeks ago, and you saw him there. So it's just, it goes back and forth. We had 279 people in the chat. Appreciate everybody here. If you guys haven't subscribed to the channel. We cover the Eagles every single day. Check out some of the videos. Guys haven't liked the stream, please like the stream. It does help out the channel a lot. We stream every Eagles game. We do the Philly Shakedown on Saturday and Sundays. We'll be doing another stream tonight, so definitely check that out. So we'll have a lot of fun with this win. And I can't be upset about this win, guys. I can't. At the end of the day, this win really helped us out. It really did. I think it helped our brains a little bit to, obviously get off, go into a bye week now. You have some injuries, get everybody healthy. They can rest if they really want. They can rest a lot of people for 2 weeks if they really want to. Whatever guys that are kind of severely injured right now, they can rest for 2 weeks. Howard should be back. Sanders should be back. I mean, you're going to have some reinforcements coming back off of this bye week. This bye week is actually perfect. This team needs this bye week this week. I mean, I think it's the perfect time to do this bye week. So, Tan Biller says, at least we know we have the first rounder from the Colts. Now, I haven't heard anything. I looked on Twitter to see if someone knew that he went over the snaps. I saw that they took Wentz out. I think they took Wentz out of the game late in the fourth because they were killing the Texans. So I don't know what they were doing. But yeah, it looks like we might have it, guys. I knew we were going to get it. I mean, there was a chance they were going to get it, and I think they got it. T. Plum said, far from the highest. I saw Mitch underthrew Goddard on his touchdown, and he was wide open. Hurts, Mitch have not sold me. I mean, he still caught it though, right? I mean, does it really matter? He still caught the ball, regardless. Yeah, it was probably a little bit underthrown. It is what it is. What, the first pass was underthrown? What are you talking about, the first pass? I mean, if it's the first pass, it's the first pass. But now it's like there's always passes in this league that look horrible, but, I mean, the receiver makes the quarterback look good. The quarterback makes the receiver look good. I mean, so what? I mean, if it's a touchdown, why are we even critiquing that? I mean, it is what it is. He had pressure in his face. He had some pressure. He just threw the ball up, and that's it. And obviously for chemistry for two guys that never played together. Literally never thrown a pass to Dallas Goedert ever and got 2 touchdowns out of it. Okay, it's crazy. It's crazy. Kevin says, Gardner Minshew passer rating today was 133.7, was highest by an Eagles QB over the last 8 seasons. That's crazy. Did not know that. Tyrone Sanovala says, Jalen Hurts is a QB. He could play well. He has to stand in the pocket and throw the ball, throw it more, and have more discipline. And I don't think he throws it enough. And then when he does, he's not smart about it. And he's just got to get better. I mean, the couple weeks before the Giants game, he was playing well. He threw it when he had to. He made some good passes. But that Giants game literally turned everything around. That did not lead. It left a bad taste in my mouth after that Giants game. Not necessarily losing to the Giants, but, man, he looked ugly in that game. He looked really ugly. He could threw 5-6 picks in that game. I mean, it was bad. Another pick was dropped at the end of the game. I mean, it was bad. Vapor out says our picks now in the first round are 12, 13, and 16. So now we're out of the top 10. 12, 13, 16 as of right now. Commissar said, what will make Eagles fans happy? We looked like a normal offense for once. And that's what I'm saying. We look fine. I'm happy with the win today. I don't give a crap who is that quarterback today. We look good. We got the win. Trust me, if there was something wrong with this offense today, I would say it. I would say it. Defensively, yeah, we sucked defensively today. It was horrible. It was bad. They made a couple stops here and there, but man, I mean, the zone coverage is horrible. We're letting receivers get by us every week. It's the same thing. Big receptions downfield. Really take 6 points off the board. The kickoff when we kicked the ball off to the Jets start of the game, and they was already on the 20 yard line, 20-30 yard line on the other side from that one. So, and they missed 2 extra points on top of it because they went through like 3 kickers already. So it's kind of crazy. Jerry Six says he has more tape than Hurts. Technically, he does. Technically. Phillies Fine says Hurts got a shift tomorrow at McDonald's. Commissar says it's not like Minshew is 30. Minshew is only a few years older than Hurts. Yeah, he's still relatively young. Dudley said 3 out of 4 games left are at home. Big advantages. Let's go. I'm excited, dude. I'm pumped for going against Washington at home. I'm pumped for it. There's going to be a lot of talk this week. It's going to be a busy week this week because we don't know what's going to happen this week. We have no idea. So it looks like, Jalen Hurts is the starting quarterback, and that's the way it's going to be, and that's fine. But he better fix what he's doing because I'm telling you right now, Philly is going to want him benched during that game against Washington. I'm telling you right now. It might happen. D-Trent said, when no one had tape on Hurts, did he drop 133 passer rating? I have no idea, and that's probably not. I mean, I didn't watch Hurts in college that much. I know a lot of guys that were Sooner Alabama fans. So, Kid Cray says, glad we have a bye. Definitely. East Cam for Life says, Sanders wears the interception. Asante Samuels would get interceptions. Mike P says Hurts lost the starting job when he lost a must-win game to the Giants. We have no room for error. Minshew won the starting job fair and square. So what is the choice right now for the Eagles? Are they going to go with a quarterback that's playing good right now? Or are they going to go with a quarterback that still is making mistakes? And, and it doesn't matter it doesn't matter how important that game is. Doesn't matter how important that game is. What quarterback do you start? They want to start Jalen Hurts. From what they said today, they seem like they're starting Jalen Hurts after the bye week. Okay. If that's what they want to do, that's what they want to do. All I'm going to say is if they lose that game against Washington and in real bad fashion, I'm blaming the front office for making that decision. And that's it. Period. If the Eagles front office believes that we can win right now, that we can at least make some type of push and want to keep Minshew in, that's what they want to do. If they think that Hurts can get the job done, they keep Jalen Hurts in the game. So, Mr. Eagles fan, Gardner Minshew slept on a $10 matter in college. Nigel Freak says, dude, Minshew needs to be the QB. Look, I'm telling you. And shout out to Nigel Freak. Guys haven't subscribed to his channel. Please subscribe to him as well. He covers the Eagles and Sixers and does a lot of content. Fly Like an Eagle podcast. Check his channel out if you guys haven't. Mifax says, all the other young QBs are given time. Why doesn't this apply to Hurts? I don't know. And I feel like Howie Roseman gives up. I mean, Howie Roseman's already looking at other quarterbacks right now. But there's going to be a time this year where the Eagles are going to see. The problem with Hurts right now is obviously his consistent passing is not consistent. So you're either going to know if he's the guy or not. Like, I don't know. You know what I mean? I have no idea. So for me, he's more of a run QB than a pass-driven QB, and it's not going to win you games that way. You have to give time to a quarterback when giving time to that quarterback makes sense. And does it make sense to give Jalen Hurts more time? And that's really their decision at the end of the day. Mr. Eagles fan says Gardner Minshew slept on. All right, I see that billion times. Cortago says, but Joey, Jeff, the owner, says to give everyone more time every time, and that's And then look with certain guys, if he says to give more time, depends who it is. You know what I mean? It just depends who it is. But maybe this is going to help the Eagles getting Howie Roseman out of the building. I don't know. But if Howie Roseman, so here's the thing: if Howie Roseman's out of the building, then Jeffrey Lurie might keep Jalen Hurts as the starting quarterback next year if he wants to give Jalen Hurts more time. He's the owner. He can do whatever he wants. TJ says, Daryl, have you seen us at home this year? I'm joking. I think we can win out. This is the year we mop the no names. I don't know. I have to know if they're going to be ready to play. And, I know the game changed when Minshew became quarterback. They did some different things with him, which I was really fine with. I didn't want him to be in an RPO system the whole entire game because obviously he's not athletic enough like Jalen Hurts. He's athletic. He ran, he scrambled a little bit here and there, not much. But when he had to do it, he did it. You know what I mean? Sloppy Joe said, did you see the video of Minshew celebrating with his dad after the game? Wholesome. Yeah, dude, that was awesome. Look, dude, it must make him so happy that he makes his parents proud of what he did. This is a guy I want to prove. This guy gets an opportunity. You can't blame Minshew for, he did what he had to do on the field, and he got it done. As a person that's not a starter in the NFL and a guy that literally just been sitting on the bench that has been doing nothing, hasn't really touched the starting position in a while, and to get a chance like this for him to do what he did on the field, he proved to himself and he proved to the fans and he proved to the NFL that he could still play, that he could be capable. Because honestly, as a backup quarterback, if you want to name Minshew as a backup quarterback, man, I like that. I like him as a backup quarterback. I think he could win you a lot of games as a backup quarterback. I think he could. He's got a good offensive line in front of him. He's really inherited as a backup quarterback that came into a starting position versus the Jets today. He came into a really good team that has good weapons if he is consistent with his passing, and he threw some good passes today. There was a couple passes that were underthrown a little bit. Maybe the one that Goddard was underthrown for the touchdown. Maybe the one on Devontae Smith was definitely behind him a little bit, which it definitely was. But I mean, he did well. I mean, he did. He did really well today. I can't even complain about it at this point. I really can't. Minshew was 20 for 25, 242 yards, 2 touchdowns. His longest pass was 36 yards. He didn't bomb it. The only bomb that he had downfield was to Devontae Smith. That was the bomb that he threw downfield. He wasn't forcing those bombs today. 20 for 25. That's great. That's good. 80% completion. It was a good day for Gardner Minshew. It was a great day for Gardner Minshew today. Hold on. I have to skip down. Oh, am I missing? All right, we're good. We're good. I think we're good. Craig West says, if you want Minshew as a starter, you voted for Pelosi. D-Train says, because Hurts was part of the reason Wentz left, if you push out a franchise QB, you get the benefit of the doubt. And you know what? If it's enough to where they push out Wentz as a franchise QB, they'll push out anybody. If they're going to fire your Super Bowl winning head coach and Doug Peterson, they pick their GM over their Super Bowl winning head coach. They pick their GM over their franchise quarterback. They will push anybody out the door. And it's not right. Carson Wentz is balling right now. He's playing really good. Good for him. At the end of the day, good for him. We don't deserve him at this point. We really don't. You know what? I'm not saying we don't deserve him as fans. The Eagles don't. The front office don't deserve him. They don't deserve to have him win games for this franchise because of how they treat quarterbacks. And I'm not saying that everything is Carson's fault because it's not. Okay? There's some things I agree with Carson Wentz did. There were some things I didn't agree with Carson Wentz did. Okay? There was a lot of things I didn't agree with, and there were some things I did agree with. So from how they treated him, yeah, that's just what happened, unfortunately. East Camp for Life says, it's not that we hate Hurts, but we don't have time for development. We want to win now. And look, there's two sides to this, okay? Yeah, we want to win now, but we're not a win now team right now. Realistically, we're not. Okay, realistically, this team could get into the playoffs, maybe win a playoff game, maybe. And that's a big, what if, maybe they could do it. There's nothing promising about it. This is a team that's rebuilding. And we're going to see what the Eagles want to do off this bye week. If they want to win right now, they'll put in Minshew. If they want to, go through the ups and downs of Jalen Hurts, then that's what they'll do. If we see a totally different Jalen Hurts come Washington at home, then okay, that's fine. That's fine. No issue with it. Ernest Wallace said, we need bigger wide receivers. Yes, Hurts has deep ball problems, but them floaters turn into to good 50-50 balls. Look at Herbert and Mike and Keenan just be throwing it up and gives better blocking. Yeah, maybe. I mean, part of it, yeah, of course. I mean, if you got a better receiver, a better possession receiver, you got, we got Mike Williams out there, like you got Keenan Allen out there. Yeah, he's got some good deep threats. He's got guys that can get. Yeah, I mean, that's something you got to teach. That's something you really don't teach. That's really to the player's standard of, do they have that it factor to go up and get contested catches? I mean, that's just what it is. It's not on the coaching. It's really not on the quarterback. It's depending on where the ball is, really. But if it seems like it's a good enough ball to jump up and contest it, it's up to your players to go up and do it. You can't really teach that. It's either they have that factor that they could do it or they don't at the end of the day. Matthew Walsh said the Carson Wentz trade ended up being a win-win for both the Colts and us. Yeah, it's a win for them, but it's like a half win for us because we don't know what these picks are going to be. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know where these picks are going. We don't know what these picks are going to be. So it's crazy. Davis says our picks now in the first are 12, 13, 16. Build a D with 2 and get a wide receiver opposite Devontae. They could sign one if they want. I don't know if the Eagles are going to really spend that much money free agency wise. I don't know if they won't go over. I don't know if they'll go after a Chris Godwin or they'll go after a Devontae Adams. I don't know if they'll go after a player like that. I mean, they're going to get a lot of money. I mean, somebody's going to set the market, and then people are going to top that. Other players are going to try to top that market. That's how free agency goes. And I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Mr. Eagles fan, did you guys see the video where Uncle Rico found Minshew practicing? Sam Fleming said, I mean, there is also another alternative. Have Hurts play until he get a lead to fall behind. If we fall behind, Minshew knowing you need to pass. If ahead, play Hurts and be a run dominant. They could do that, but I mean, for this year, they could do that if they want to do that. But I mean, you don't have anything set in stone that that's how they want to do it. I don't know if they want to do it like that. Mike P said Minshew was reading the defense like a master. Jalen can't do that. Hurts is a wildcat gadget, and I think Hurts would benefit with this offense if he played as a gadget quarterback. But I need to see the rest of this year. If Hurts really improves tremendously these next 4 games, I'm on board. Right now. I'm coming off of a Giants game that when he was playing and he looked like crap. He looked really bad. I see Minshew play today. I don't care if it's the Jets or not. You can easily lose this game against the Jets. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. At the end of the day, it does not matter. Because with Hurts, they incorporate more of a run style to the offense, which I don't mind. But if he's not passing the ball enough, you're not scoring enough. I mean, Eagles literally took half of the third quarter. The second half, they had, 14, 15 minutes of possession in the second half. And I think the Jets only had 2.5 minutes, almost 3 minutes. I mean, it's crazy. Because your offense is getting first downs. Your offense, you know what I mean? It's crazy. Let me tell you something. The Jets kicked the ball to the 5-yard line. The Jets kicked the ball to the 1-yard line. They kick off to us. It goes to the 1-yard line. It bounces to the 1-yard line. Rager picks up to the 5. You're telling me right now that Jalen Hurts from the 5-yard line at the back of our end zone, from the 5-yard line, he would have drove that field down for a touchdown. I don't believe it. I don't believe it would have happened. He would have kept the ball for himself, RPO, run, the same crap we've been doing. That's what we would have did with him. Is it could have it happened? Could he have done it? Would he have played? I don't know. I can't tell the future. I can't go back in time to see how Jalen Hurts would have played. I don't know. I just feel like there was plays where I said to myself, there's no way Hurts would have made that. There's no way Hurts would have did that. Hurts would have ran at that play. Oh, Hurts would have just ran. He wouldn't have even tried to throw. That's what I think when I sit there. That's what I think when I sit there. It's just the truth. Same words, but I hope Miles and Kelsey okay. You could hear Miles screaming after his injury. It seemed like he was okay. I don't know. But these guys have 2 weeks to get back. So, because after the game, he was walking on his own, walking through the he was fine. I mean, he looked like he was fine. So, Commentator said even before the Giants game, Hurts missed a lot of guys open. I'm glad our receivers got the ball today so they could prove they are good. Yeah, and how are you supposed to evaluate these receivers? How? by not throwing to them. Like Devontae Smith, we know he's got something. We know that Devontae Smith is going to be a household name that can have a golden jacket in his career. No joke. After his career, I'm telling you. Let's see here. We got super chat from Carlos Garcia. Appreciate it, man. He says, we got our Top Gun in Philly. Fly goes fly. We did. We got our Top Gun today. He proved his worth today. I'm going to rewatch this game a couple times and try to see if I can find any other things that are happening. So, okay. Sorry about that. Opponent sees to trade Hurts Rager to the Texans in the second round pick in 2022 and third round pick in 920 pick in 2023 draft. I mean, they could, yeah. I mean, Hurts Rager, they could. I mean, if they really want to do that, and that's only if like Minshew is like their guy. I mean, they could do that. I mean, trust me, nothing the Eagles do really surprises me at this point. It doesn't surprise me. Also, that was Philly texting me just now. We'll see. We'll see what happens. One Ghost is Quez is good. I think it's fantastic. Commissar says everyone is talking about Hurts and give him time. Okay, so why is no one else giving the time with Minshew too? But the thing is, like, you only have a certain amount of games you could play in a year, so you can't develop two quarterbacks. You really can't develop two quarterbacks in 1 year. You can't unless one gets injured. I mean, you really can't unless one's out for the whole year and someone has to step up. You can't develop two quarterbacks in 1 year. You know what I mean? So if that's the case and you want to try to develop two guys and you want to keep these guys together and see which one could do the right thing by this team when it comes to what we need to do, you put them in competition next year. I don't like that. I don't want to put them in competition. I want to find out who the guy is right now. I want to see, you know what I mean? But I need to see more. It's not enough. One game for Minshew is not enough. And obviously Jalen Hurts has been very up and down. Part of it was Nick Sirianni down, at the beginning of the season and, not running the football. And, there was a lot to do with that. I understand that 100%. Okay. We're going to be doing the Philly Shakedown at 9:15. So we're going to get off in like probably another 15 minutes. 242 in the chat. Appreciate being here. Guys, haven't subscribed. Subscribe to the channel, guys. We do these live streams all the time. We stream every Eagles game. We do the Philly Shakedown podcast with Philly 500 every single week, Saturdays and Sundays. We do our Madden simulations on Saturdays. We do a lot. So definitely come by, chill out, hit the like button if you guys have it. So help support the stream. Much love to everybody that's in here. Much love. Say Westbrook says Devontae needs the ball more. Trust me. I know. Ido 222 said I can give Hurts another year, but if he still plays bad, he could stay the starter. Howard, run back, but do not worry, I will be here for the Redskins game. It's the Washington football team. They're not the Redskins anymore, bro. Commissar, I'm not giving up on Hurts, but to just throw away Minshew is kind of ridiculous. I really don't. I don't want to throw him away at all. When we traded for Minshew, I was like, that's a good trade. That's a really good trade. I was really happy about that trade because I said, this guy's got starting experience. The guy knows offenses. The guy, it's not like you're getting a practice squad. It's not like the Eagles trade for a practice squad quarterback. They trade for a guy that he has starting experience. He has leadership quality. He's got a lot. He was getting a lot of plays that Minshew made. Hurts would have did that. I don't think he would have. I probably not. I'm not going to say he would have made every pass, but half of them probably not. Probably not. Kurtaga says, "I'd love to see a few more games with Minshew." Well, me too. I would love it too. But if Hurts is the decision they want to make, I don't care. Whatever I think, it doesn't matter. Okay, I just want to win. That's all I care about. I don't care who's quarterback. I just want to win. Yes, I want Jalen Hurts. I'm begging to God that Jalen Hurts is the guy. I hope he is. But we're still in the evaluation process and coming off a really bad game against the Giants with him being as our quarterback. It didn't sit well with me. It just didn't. Sam Fleming says Smith will be a Hall of Fame receiver if we have a consistent passing quarterback or he goes to another team. He will. Promise. Sam, you're right. Promise. He will. He will. DRTY says, I'm letting Hurts grow at least the rest of this year. Imagine the fan base if he had Trevor Lawrence or Zach Wilson with the way they're playing. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Eagles Jagger says, is there any chance we get a fourth first round pick? No, as of right now, no, unless you make some type of trade for a good player from our team, which would give somebody away, but Yendor Spade says the fan favorite player on the Eagles roster, the backup QB. Mike Hare 01 says Uncle Rico did well against a bad team, but he's not a long-term solution. He might not be a long-term solution. He might not be a franchise quarterback. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying as how well he played in this game. Yeah, I was shocked. I was kind of stunned. He played really good today. I didn't think, hasn't been a starter in a while. First time starting. Pressure. It just seemed like he had no pressure. He threw it to Dallas Goedert. He just didn't care. I mean, he threw it to him, and it was nothing. Like just another walk in the park. Just what I know. I'm playing football. Obviously different team name, different jersey. That's it. It seemed like nothing really fazed him in this game, which I gotta respect. D-Train says Minshew wanted Smith more, but he was getting doubled anyways, having safety help his way. Yeah, I noticed that he was getting doubled throughout this game. End of the second quarter, they tried throwing to him, and then Minshew, I think, threw it out because he had to throw the ball away. And that's when we kicked the 3 points. Jake Elliott had kicked, 9 points today, 3 field goals today. I think it was 3. It was a hat trick, so I think it was 3 today. So another good day by Jake Elliott. Should be Pro Bowl this year as a kicker. Most definitely worth the money now. I didn't think he was going to have a good year, but having a fantastic year kicking. Guano Marchi says that proves that Jalen Hurts can't throw the ball. We have wide receivers, but Hurts can't get him the boss. Thank God he got hurt. Sorry. Boy Wonder 94. How we know Smith going to be a household name? Sounds like someone was throwing him the ball. Richie said Minshew was a Tony Romo. Romo was nothing in the playoffs during his NFL career. What? What? I don't know because we haven't seen it yet. You know what I mean? So we don't know. And that's the other folks says draft a quarterback in the 3rd round to compete with Hurts in 2022. That way, if Hurts ain't the guy, you have another out and could strike goal while building up your team and still retain a first. They could do that. They could draft a quarterback in the 3rd round. And I mean, if they draft, you're going to have Minshew. If you have Minshew on the roster for another 2 years as well. So, I don't know what makes people think that there's anything special in this draft. So is there anything better than Minshew in this draft? I don't know. I have no idea. Let's see. Sad Eagles fan said you need to give Hurts the chance as potentially his franchise guy for the future, but Minshew is just here for a cheap backup. But if he can help, it's obviously good. No, I want to give Hurts time. I just want him to not throw games. And because right now, if the season was already over for the Eagles right now, which for the division it definitely is, but for the 7th seed for the wild card spot, it's not. So the Eagles have to make a decision on whether they have to figure it out because. If Hurts plays bad, they're not going to. If they have to make a promise to themselves. If Hurts plays bad, they're going to say, "Look, if Hurts plays bad, we're going to roll with the punches. If we lose, we lose. We're out of the wild card. We can't get the wild card. We're not going to contend for it, and that's it." If they say, "Hey, if Hurts starts to struggle, we got to put him on the bench because we want to try to get into the wild card and try to make some noise," so it's really up to them at the end of the day. You know what I mean? It's up to them at the end of the day. So you have to balance out what they want. You can't have it all. You can't have it all. And if Hurts gives you, good quarterback play in the passing game, and you're able, and you guys, this is it's a really good year for us because number one, you're rebuilding. Number one, you've won a few games. Number two, number three, you have draft picks waiting in the background. You got 3 first-round picks waiting for you next year. So you could still make the playoffs this year if you want and control your own destiny if you please. But the draft is definitely going to help. You're in a perfect spot right now where you can do whatever you want. The Eagles control their own destiny at the end of the day. Shane Westbrook, who the hell is my QB1? It's crazy, right? Garrett said Cowboys and Giants fans want us to keep and start Hurts. What to tell you? They want us to continue to suck with Hurts. I don't know. I mean, they definitely want us to be horrible. They don't want us to lose games, but I don't know. I really don't know. We're going to talk about this a lot more on the Philly Shakedown, so it should be interesting to get. I want to see what Philly 500 thinks about it, and just about like, what if Jalen Hurts completely sucks when he comes back? Like, what if nothing changes with him? You know what I mean? Like, so are you risking, like someone said earlier in the chat, like are you risking to develop a guy but lose games in the process, or do you want to just go with the better QB right now? Like that's the issue I'm having. You know what I mean? Because it's not like we're 3-4 games ahead in the division. It's not like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of, we're in a really tight spot right now. Shane said, I think both Hurts and Gardner are backups and need a new QB. I mean, yeah, if they both don't work out, then yeah, they'll go after a new QB. They'll trade for one, or they'll go in the draft. I wouldn't go in this draft and get one. I'd wait another year. I'd wait another year if that's the case. You know what I mean? I just wait another year. Commissar says, will you go to the playoff game this year if we make it? Oh, 100% I'll be there. If we're home at a playoff game, oh, definitely I'll be there. I'll be there in a heartbeat. Oh yeah. No doubt about it. Carlos Alane says, you want an elite QB room? Eagles Alane says, I don't think Hurts has done anything that a QB is supposed to do to demonstrate he's a potential franchise QB. He hasn't really shown. I mean, when it comes to his running, it's fantastic. The RPOs and what he could do on it with his feet or his legs are great. When it comes to his passing, it's really up and down. It's not consistent. It's not. You really can't be stupid to say that it's getting better, because it's not. You can't have like a few good weeks, or there's nothing wrong with having a down game. Okay, if this is Hurts' down game and he shows us otherwise the week after, and we face Washington, if he shows us otherwise, okay, that's fine. But if he's going down this path right now where and what really worried me, it's not just having a down game, but literally your mechanics aren't even intact. Like, you can't even make the simple throws. And that's what really pisses me off. You can't make those simple throws. It worries me. It really worries me. So Paul Mancini said the first 4 to 5 weeks, Coach Nick the opportunity for Hurts to run his passing system, and Hurts wasn't up for the challenge. It's this simple. If he can't do it, he can't do it. Joseph Hudson, what's going on, man? Says we beat the stinging Jets. Me and a few guys in the chat room could beat the damn Jets. Calm the hell down. People aren't happy about this win. I mean, if we lost, I guess we'd be more happy, right? I mean, I guess we'd be more happy if we lost the game. I guess that's what everybody wants. Eagles Gangsta at this point, Joey. I don't know who our franchise quarterback is. And Black Lives says we didn't reach the end zone in the last 3 quarters, but Minshew the guy now. No, who said that Minshew's the guy? I didn't say Minshew's the guy at all. Whatsoever. Not at all. He just played a really good game today, and we won. That's it. That's what I'm happy. As a fan, I'm happy. I wear an Eagles jersey to games, and I represent, I like representing this team, and I love this team. And if they win, I'm going to celebrate that they won. There's nothing wrong with that. So, Reverend Bebop says the problem where it hurts is similar to Carson. They only throw as they see the receiver open rather than knowing they will be open. That's the difference. The difference is like when you throw, and that's really chemistry at the end of the day. It's chemistry and accuracy at the end of the day. Like, you throw it in a perfect spot where you know where your wide receiver is going to get it, or you know where the break of the route's going to be, then the chemistry is good. Then the anticipating on throwing him when he's open, and either you underthrow it, you overthrow it. It just depends. Space says, saw a report that Jets players said they didn't prepare for Minshew at all. Only Hurts. I agree with it. Because even the head coach and Robert Saleh of the New York Jets, he actually, on their Twitter feed, Robert Saleh had a press conference the day before the game. He said, "Oh, Hurts is playing. I'm not no fool," or something like that. He said something like that. "I'm not a fool," or something, that Hurts wasn't going to play or something. He knows that Hurts was going to play, but that's probably why. Eagles Land says, I wish we could beat them Giants. They stink, but we only managed 7 stinging points against them. Hurts can't beat our division rivals. And we're going to find out after this bye week what he's all about. Paul said, Joey never heard of Gardner Minshew before the Eagles acquired him, which is probably the same for many Eagles fans. I knew Gardner Minshew when what happened was when Nick Foles went to the Jaguars, he got that big money from the Jags. He got hurt. He ended up getting hurt. First game out for the whole season. Minshew came in and did a really good job. He had this short-term success, and it was all over TV, Minshew Mania, and it was this whole thing that was happening. That's how I found out about Gardner Minshew when he was on a roll with the Jags, when he was winning some games and doing a really good job. Christian Bradshaw says, Joey, I got an idea, 2 simulations against Washington. One game Hurts playing and another game Hurts. One game Hurts and another game probably Minshew. I want to see something. Oh, boy. That's going to be interesting. Might have to do that. iDrip says, Howie ready to give Hurts the boat because it's his last year and he's smelling playoffs and it could save his job. We'll see what happens, but they better have the right quarterback in there and they better be prepared. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say about it. Barack Obama says our defense needs a lot of work. I definitely agree with that. Sorry, I'm missing these super chats because it never shows them on here. Gardner Minshew's luscious stash. Super chat says the stash was on point today. It was on point. It was a good game. Played a really good game today. I was happy for it. I think at the end of the day, I think what we all have to really, get out of the football aspect of it and get into the emotional aspect that honestly Gardner Minshew, good for him. You know what I mean? Good for him. Guy's been wanting to start. Guy hasn't had a starting job in a long time, or at least taken over a game in a long time. And he got it done. You know what I mean? He got it done. So can't complain about it. Cannot complain about it at all. I was happy for him. I was happy he got it. He was pumped up. He was excited. He was happy. So Paul says, then how did Minshew develop chemistry with no OTAs, no summer camp or preseason assignment before the first week of the season where he has third QB behind Flacco, so he has little reps? Well, it's not just repping with the ones. Like he's worked with starters before, not our starters. He's worked with starters with the Jaguars, but he was with the Jaguars and he was in the off-season program with them and he was doing things. It's not like he was just not playing football until we picked him up. And, we didn't do anything with him when we picked him up because the trade came really late in preseason. So there wasn't enough time to really do much of anything. So, Boy Wonder says definitely good for him. Just fire Howie. Cortaga says 2 game simulations is a great idea. It probably is. CJ says, I say give Gardner one more game to see what we have. Let Jalen recover. They're not going to do that. Matthew says it's hard to be happy with this game after losing last week to the Giants. Still pissed about it. Yeah, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. It pisses me off how we lost against them. If you're holding the Giants to 13 points, you definitely could have beat them in that game. I mean, it's just 13 points, and that's a fan base that's pumping their chest. And they couldn't even beat the Dolphins today. Oh yeah, they didn't have Sam Darnold today, so it is what it is. Ilgang said Joey and Bucks might release AB. Would you want him to come to Philly? I think Devonta Smith and other guys can learn from him on the field. They're going to what? They're going to release him? Why? Because he got suspended for a few weeks? He's coming back. I mean, I don't know. There was a time when he wanted to come here. There was a time when the tapes got leaked that he was talking with his agent that he wanted to play with Carson Wentz when he was here, but I don't know if he wants to come back here. And plus, you got to pay him a good amount of money, too. I don't know. Like a rental for a year? I don't know. He's going to want big money on a short-term contract if that's the case. I don't know. There's a lot of options, the Eagles. The Eagles can make a huge splash with these receivers this year if they really want to. If they want to go out there, Chris Godwin, Devontae Adams, they can do whatever they want. Allen Robinson's really not my prime choice, but it's cheaper than what you're going to get for Devontae Adams and Chris Godwin. Richie says, let's see how he does versus the Washington football team. Yeah, let's just see. Nick Mormano says, do you want a quarterback competition after the bye week since the rest of the games are must-wins? No, not now. I mean, they literally, no. Right now, hell no. They just got to make a decision. Upstairs, they have to make a decision on what they want to do here. That's it. They got to make a decision because you can't do that. You can't do that. They could, but it's no. I mean, look, I could be wrong. They could be doing that right now. I don't know. They could announce it. I don't know. Would I be mad about it? No. I wouldn't be mad about it. So, do the Eagles want to win now, or do they want to develop somebody and risk losing games? That's really what they have to worry about right now. Image 2K on a serious note, from Minshew was written off too early due to the starter on a lot of teams. I mean, I think he can win games. Can he win playoff games? Can he do? I don't know. I don't know any of that. Can he win you games during this regular season? Oh, definitely, definitely. I believe it. I think the more weapons you have behind him, the better it is. And plus, when he has protection, I think he's even better. And he didn't have that protection. There was a lot of plays when he played with the Jaguars, and he had to scramble all over the place just to make passes, and he completed a lot of those passes. Gonna go for another 2 minutes, guys. Another 2 minutes. If you guys need to say what you got to say, just put it down as fast as you possibly can so I can get to it. TN Sports is not an Eagles fan, but one thing Minshew did was bring his stock up. If you do stick with Hurts, then Minshew could be trade value. I said that earlier in the stream. Oh, TVN, definitely agree with that. Since he played this game, now his value does go up, and there are teams that say, "Oh, well, the Eagles got, and that's more draft picks for Howie Roseman." Like, I really don't want Minshew to be trade bait for draft pick capital. I really don't. But it could happen down the road. I mean, the Eagles could be like, "Oh, we want a 3rd round pick for Minshew. Like, we want." If there's a team that's interested in Minshew, if that's the case, and they want to trade him, if we can't do anything about it, they're trying to trade him. At this point, they should get like a 3rd round pick for him, at least a 3rd round pick for him. I think that'd be fair. So, Richard says going to get frostbite their feet, learn how to not play a personal chef. Bleeding Renee says let Philadelphia Eagles 3rd string start Reed Sinnott. I totally forgot we signed him. I totally forgot about that guy. Totally forgot. Mick Fax says, great live stream today. We're going to have another live stream soon. I'm going to end this right now. 211 people in the chat. I love everybody here that joined today. And obviously the live stream, whoever joined, appreciate it. Definitely catch me on the next one. Check out the content. Subscribe to the channel if you guys have not. Hit the subscribe button. We cover the Eagles every single day. Live streams. We cover every single game. We stream every single game. I do the Philly Shakedown with Philly 500 every single week. It's a lot of fun. So definitely check us out in literally 15 minutes. We'll be back. I want to pick on Philly 500's brain a little bit. And, Dennis, I love you too, bro. And that's it. So, guys, we'll see you in 15 minutes. If you stick around, if you guys know what to do tonight, come listen to the Philly Shakedown. It's going to be a good night tonight. So, all right, guys, I will see you guys later. You guys have a fantastic day. Subscribe to the channel. Like the stream before you leave. Much love to everybody. I'll see you guys later. Shicks, what up, follow. So, peace out, guys.